Welcome back to Nerds Off the Clock. I'm Nick.
I'm Aaron.
And we're just a couple of boys talking about movies, TV, video games, nostalgia, comics. Nothing serious, just good conversation. And 3, 2, 1, go.
All right. Well, let's start off this episode kind of going back a little bit to our previous episode. We talked about episode 4 of Daredevil. There was a little key detail that came out a little bit later. The Watcher apparently made a little bit of an appearance in that episode. What are your thoughts on that?
That was crazy. I saw that come up on social media the next day. Didn't even notice it. It's super easy to miss. When Bullseye and Daredevil get thrown through that the warehouse window, the way the glass breaks, you can kind of see the shape of the Watcher's face, and the two lights look like his eyes. Crazy detail. Don't know if that was intended. If it was, genius. If it wasn't intended, still genius. What a happy accident. You know, Bob Ross wouldn't approve of that, but it's a happy accident. I thought that was insane. He's appeared in X-Men 97, Marvel Zombies. It's just insane. He's, leads What If. I thought that was crazy. What do you think?
Shout out Brad Winderbaum, man. If you did that on purpose, good on you. If you didn't do that on purpose, good on you. And I don't know how the hell that happened. Either way, really cool to see the Watcher come in on that, if that was intended. I hope it was. I mean, he was there for the canon moment in Across the Spider-Verse. Shout out Haley.
Let's go. We love our Haleys.
Shout out Haley's.
Hey, shout out Haleys.
He was there for when Vanessa left Kingpin in Across the Spider-Verse, and that created a whole canon moment. Mm-hmm. So he's there to patrol and make sure that nothing goes off the rails and causes an incursion. Yep. So it was really cool to see that in there. I would have never caught that had nobody else mentioned that.
Never.
But really cool that that's kind of in the background at all times. You could miss something at some point in time.
Absolutely. I don't even know who caught that, who did that first, but
shout out to you, whoever you were.
Whoever found that. That's insane. And that's we kind of touched on episode 4, the beginning of it last episode, but now we finished episode 4. We just watched episode 5. Mm-hmm. The death of Vanessa. What it leads to the death of Vanessa in episode 4. How did you feel about the ending of episode 4? Crazy to me.
Yeah. Vanessa taking the shard of glass to the temple was something that I did not see coming. I mean, kind of leading through that episode, you kind of get this feeling that she's not going to make it out of there. Definitely didn't expect it to happen the way it did.
Nope.
Very, very crazy ending to that episode, and the way that it rolls right into episode 5 was really cool. What did you think kind of going into episode 5?
Man, finishing that episode, obviously it's rated the highest out of any Marvel project, which is great. I did not expect that. Obviously you can see that she's getting shot at, or Wilson is trying to deflect the shards of glass. He breaks that crystal and it kind of breaks, but I did not think that she was going to get hit with that. I thought she may have been, shot by a gun or something like that. But the way that they did that was pretty smart. And then, like you said, it leads right into her surgery in episode 5. And I was kind of bummed about that because she took that to the dome. Like, I don't know. I'm pretty sure you're going to bleed out at that point.
Yeah.
I wanted her to remain, gone, because I think that's better storytelling. But they had a successful surgery. The doctors were hopeful, and Fisk says, hope, she will get better, whatever, how he does it. And then she starts to come back, and she's like, tell me a story, Wilson, get me some pineapple juice, which she don't drink pineapple juice. She's allergic to it. Mm-hmm. And so he knows that, but he still does that for her. And then she slowly starts to dip, and then she dies. The heart monitor goes flat, and he starts to lose it. I didn't expect that. I thought she was actually just going to come back and be back. And I think I don't like that storytelling. Yeah. But the fact is that she went out again. I think that tricked me. It did. And I think that was a good job on Marvel for doing that. And I think it needs to stay that way. And it's not going to be good for the rest of the city because, like Matt Murdock said, Wilson is going to turn the city upside down and shake it.
Yeah.
How do you feel?
I thought it was really cool. It was a good way for them to kind of go back in the past and kind of show how the characters have grown and where they're currently at in this point of the MCU, to kind of go back and retouch on some of the old series and bring that into canon was really cool.
Yeah.
The parallels of Kingpin kind of now going more toward the bad side and Matt kind of reverting back to the good side was really cool to see. Going back to his time with Foggy and just everything that he kind of learned from Foggy and him wanting to do right by him and his death, kind of having mercy for Bullseye in that moment, was really a big breakthrough for him. And then on the opposite side for Fisk, reliving all of the good memories he had with Vanessa, to the first time him seeing her, all of those things, to where now his world is gone.
Yeah.
It's completely destroyed. It's going to be interesting to see where he kind of ends up with this now. Seeing Buck kind of come up from Wesley was really cool.
Yeah.
Seeing Wesley again was really, really interesting. I think they did really well with the design of all the characters, making them look back how they did back when the series was going on. Yeah, it was really cool to see. It was a good episode.
Really
they're definitely continuing on what they've been doing.
Yep, they've been killing it lately. Yeah, I love that Foggy made the appearance and to see Wesley again. Wesley was one of my favorite characters in the original series. And to see Buck grow into what he is now from what he was, Buck is badass, dude. He is ruthless.
Yeah.
And he does it so like nonchalantly. He's just kind of sadistic and, he just does what he has to do and he's all bent on loyalty and, he's going to get the job done. And they use some de-aging or something or makeup or something on Matt and Foggy and Vanessa, and I think they did a really good job. The episode is the grand design, so the episode just touches on everything that has happened technically for a reason, and it's all a part of the plan, and it's worked out for the most part besides Vanessa.
Yeah.
But yeah, I thought episode 5 stands right next to episode 4. I thought they were both fantastic. Can't wait for the rest of the show.
Yeah, I'm curious to see where they go. I think Jessica Jones should be coming into the series probably in the next episode. Very excited to see her. The little shout out that Matt gave to Claire Temple, little night nurse action, little introduction to her, a little shout out. I hope she can come back into the MCU at some point. Love me some Rosario Dawson.
There you go.
So be interesting to see when Jessica comes back, though. She's one of my favorite characters from the Defenders series, so can't wait to see her and what they kind of do with her.
Yeah, it's going to be exciting. I'm pumped, dude. We got some big news yesterday. Doomsday trailer was released.
Yes.
They showed it twice, actually. Marvel was generous enough to do that at CinemaCon.
Yeah.
We still have not gotten the trailer, but we watched the recap from New Rockstars.
Shout out New Rockstars.
Shout out New Rockstars, Eric Voss, all those people over there. They described the trailer in exquisite detail. You could paint a picture with it. It was great.
Yeah.
We watched that together. It's about 15-ish minutes. I'm so pumped for it. The way they described it, it sounds insane.
Yes, it does.
What do you think?
Oh, man. First off, I cannot wait to see this trailer. I think every detail that they're adding to these trailers is just great, and I think this movie is going to be... It's going to be mind-blowing, honestly.
Oh, yeah.
I'm already so excited for it. I cannot wait. They did not move off their December 18th date like some people were speculating. interesting why they wouldn't do that. I would think that they would have moved so they could get at least a week of IMAX to themselves. But either way, still cannot wait to see this movie. I think I'm really intrigued by the fight between Gambit and Shang-Chi. It's something I never thought that I would want to see, but I really want to see that for some reason.
It should be sick, dude. Like, how did Shang-Chi even get there?
Yeah.
First of all, yeah, that's going to be a crazy fight, man. I can't wait.
Yeah. I'm excited to see Robert Downey Jr. as Doom. Doom is my favorite character, so I cannot wait to see this portrayal. I get chills just thinking about it.
Yep.
His armor already looks really sick from what they've shown in the promo pictures and stuff around. And he's doing a Latvian style accent, so he's definitely separating himself from being a Tony Stark variant, like some people were speculating.
Yep.
He is Victor Von Doom, just like the Russo brothers said when they announced Robert Downey Jr. as Victor Von Doom. He is not going to be a Tony Stark variant, which I'm glad they're not going down that road. But yeah, there's a lot of great details in this trailer, and I can't wait to see it. What do you kind of think?
You touched on some good points. It's very heavily centered around X-Men.
Yeah.
And X-Men Academy. Like, it's right there. A lot of the fighting seems to take place, or some key moments take place out in the front yard. And I'm excited to see that. The original cast that we got, we got James Marsden, Cyclops, bringing back some older characters. Hopefully, they didn't list too much, but it seems to be heavily focused around the X-Men, which they described in great detail. I'm really happy for, and they touch on each trailer that we have gotten, the 4 trailers that we got early on, and how a lot of people noticed that in the background it seemed pretty blank with like Shuri, and she's walking, and but it obviously does not look right because there's a bunch of stuff edited out for the trailers, which is obviously something that we picked up on, and they describe in detail what it is. I'm not going to go into detail what it is, but I think that's good for everybody. It will tie in the story a lot better. I think that Thor is going to have a big presence here. Robert Downey Jr. as Doom is going to be insane. He's such a versatile actor. He can do anything. Yeah. It's the first time he's doing the Latvian thing. He's done like Charlie Chaplin and Dr. Dolittle and all these other things. And, this is going to be new territory for him, but I truly believe he'll nail it.
Oh, yeah.
This trailer, the way it was described, a lot of fights, a lot of different characters acting with others that we haven't seen on screen yet together. So I'm really excited to see the chemistry between, like, Reed Richards and, the Thunderbolts and new Avengers, I'm really excited to see all that. And the way they described it in the trailer was epic. So painted a real good picture. Really enjoy watching the new Rockstars videos. They always do a great job. So they got me excited for it. I hope that we get that trailer like sometime next week, man. We haven't got it today, so maybe sometime next week would be so sick.
Yeah, I hope so.
And that trailer, when we do get that trailer, we just talked about this. The Spider-Man Brand New Day trailer broke the record for 24 hours views. I think it was 700 plus million.
Yeah.
The next closest to that previously was Deadpool and Wolverine at like 300 plus million.
Yeah.
Do you think the Avengers Doomsday trailer will surpass 1 billion in 24 hours?
I can see it getting very close, if not hitting that 1 billion mark. I think it's going to surpass the Spider-Man trailer for sure.
Yep.
I think there's so much hype around this movie right now. It's going to be a tough task for Marvel as to when exactly to drop it, because if you might wait too long and lose some people's interest a little bit, but everybody's talking about it right now, so I don't even know if people will lose interest if they drop it in a month from now. I hope they don't wait too long, because I really want to see it myself.
Want to see it.
Yeah.
I'm excited, man. It comes out December 18th still.
Yeah.
That's going to be insane, bro. I can't wait.
Do you think it's going to pass Spider-Man?
I do believe it will surpass Spider-Man. I was actually surprised that Spider-Man got that many views, 700 plus million.
Yeah.
That's a lot of damn people.
That was such a good trailer too, though.
So good. I can't wait to see more.
I watched it multiple times.
I don't even know if I'll watch another trailer if they release one, because I don't want to see too much.
Yeah, I got enough detail in that one trailer.
Telling you, I do believe Doomsday will surpass Spider-Man. I would love to see it surpass 1 billion views in 24 hours. That'd be, but again, that's another 300 million views.
Yeah,
But if any movie can do it, it's going to be that one.
for sure.
I'd love to see it. Let's just release it, please.
Yeah.
And then we actually had one of our viewers bring up some Batman stuff. I think you remember what it was.
Yeah, so we had a viewer that wanted us to pose this question, so I'll throw it over to you and see what your kind of thoughts are on it.
Okay.
Best Batman and Batman villain in live action. What are your kind of thoughts on that?
Dude, I'm gonna get some heat. I think I'm gonna get some hate for this. Live action Batman for me. I gotta go Michael Keaton. He's my favorite Batman.
Yeah.
There are some really good Batmans out there. Christian Bale's a good Batman. Ben Affleck is a good Batman. And I think that Robert Pattinson is a good Batman. But for me, the one that takes the cake is Michael Keaton. I know it's the first, but he just seemed to have the embodiment of Bruce Wayne, the embodiment of the Dark Knight, just kind of wrapped up real tight, right off the bat. I love his suit. I love that, every time, he has to turn around or look up, he has to go.
Yeah.
Or he has to turn his whole body. Yeah, it's like when Dad wakes up with a stiff neck, he just, it's just kind of like that. But the suit was great. He really embodied like the aura and the dark vibe of Batman really well. As for villain, a lot of people, most people, I think, because of the timing and the iconicness, a lot of people are going to say Heath Ledger as the Joker in The Dark Knight. Mm-hmm. How do you not give it to him? It's a fantastic role. It is goated. It's so impactful so quickly with just one film.
Yeah.
It is so good. But for me, and I'm probably going to get some heat for this too, I really, really love Paul Dano as the Riddler in the 2022 The Batman movie with Robert Pattinson. Mm-hmm. That was dark, that was spooky, and Paul Dano just nailed it. Yeah. I thought that was a nice dive into a different territory for the Riddler.
Yeah, very calculated.
Yeah, I love his take on it, and it's not like the Jim Carrey from Batman Forever. It's not like that. It's definitely different. It's not comic really based. It's not very comic accurate, but in terms of like the look, but the way that the character is portrayed is perfect.
Yeah,
thought that was great, and I'm also going to shout out Colin Farrell as the Penguin. Oh. Like I didn't even know that was Colin Farrell.
Yeah,
like as insane. The animatronics are crazy.
Yeah.
The disguise was insane. The accent was crazy. Phenomenal job. But how do you not say Heath Ledger? But for me personally, I like Paul Dano's Riddler. But again, Heath Ledger's I love. So, what do you think? What's your favorite Batman and Batman villain?
All right, so for Batman, I'm definitely going to have to agree with you. Michael Keaton was incredible as Batman. The way that he portrayed Bruce Wayne and the Batman, I think, collectively as a whole package, was better than anybody else has kind of done it. I really enjoyed his portrayal in those movies. Shout out to Ben Affleck, though. I think he is very underrated as a Batman.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people overlook him. He was a great Bruce Wayne. He did the Batman role very well as well. Mm-hmm. I also really did enjoy Robert Pattinson's portrayal. Mm-hmm. I think he was a great Batman. Not as great of a Bruce Wayne necessarily, but... Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think overall, I definitely have to go with Michael Keaton because he was the full package.
Goat.
And for my villain, Heath Ledger, man. I mean,
sure.
The Dark Knight is my favorite movie of all time. And he's the reason why it is my favorite movie of all time. Mm-hmm. His role from the moment that he comes on the screen in the bank robbery scene is just completely captivating. He takes over the whole movie. His portrayal of the Joker was completely different from Jack Nicklaus as Joker. But so good. It was completely iconic. Rest in peace, Heath Ledger.
Rest in peace.
Shout out to Colin Farrell as Penguin as well, too,
Yes.
though. I have a little bit more bias on that because of the Penguin series, so I had a lot more screen time with that character to flesh out that character arc a little bit more. So he plays a great Oswald, even down to the limp and everything, and that suit that he's wearing, the fat suit.
Yeah.
I mean, all of that stuff was. I mean, he becomes a whole new character. He dives into that role completely.
Yeah.
I like you said, I didn't even know it was him the first time I watched the movie. So
No, thought they were liars.
yeah. So those are my favorites. I mean, I know you have a little bit more of a different take on the animated side of things. So
Yeah, the Batman animated series, in my opinion, just on the Batman subject, that is the embodiment of Batman, the superhero. Kevin Conroy. If I could, I would pick Kevin Conroy as my Batman all time because he truly embodies all of Bruce Wayne and all of the Dark Knight by himself in that show. Yes, it is a TV show. Yes, there's a ton of episodes, and it ran for quite a few years. But it is so good, and it continued in Batman Beyond as well. Like, it's so good.
yeah,
It's everything you would want. The detective nature, the dark aura of the Dark Knight, and the mystery behind it, and his problem solving, and it's just so perfect. Everything is perfect in Batman the Animated Series. It does not get any better than that. So, and also Mark Hamill as the Joker.
yeah.
That's insane. Luke Skywalker, that's crazy.
His voice as Joker is iconic.
It's incredible. Also, didn't know that was him too until I read some articles. Pretty insane. So, if I could, I would go Kevin Conroy, but live action, I got to go Michael Keaton.
Yeah, agreed.
I feel you. All right, let's lead into a little bit of sports. I have a couple of updates here. Rookie of the Year contender Cooper Flagg out with an ankle injury to end his rookie season. Insane, man.
I mean, the Mavericks weren't going to the playoffs, so at least there's that, but that does suck. Hopefully he can bounce back and be ready for next season.
That's crazy, man. He looked like he landed on a defender's foot when he was coming back down for a rebound and just tweaked it and walked off the court. No. Really bummed about that. We were talking MVP race a couple times. Jokic, MVP candidate. He is the first player in NBA history, which is crazy that we even have those anymore, to lead the league in rebounds and assists. I got to hear something from you on that.
I mean, the first player ever in history to do something, especially rebounds and assists, should be MVP. I mean, I don't know how you could make any argument. I don't hear anything from SGA being the first player in NBA history to do something.
Pretty wild.
Yeah. Yeah.
I hear you. Yeah. I hear you. Speaking volumes. I hear it. Sticking with a little bit of basketball. Just a couple days ago, it has been 10 years since Kobe Bryant, rest in peace, has played
Rest in peace, Kobe.
Since he played his last game. It was against the Jazz, and he dropped 60 points.
Yep.
Shaquille O'Neal challenged him to get 50, and he went out and dropped 60 because that's just Mamba mentality.
Yep.
Where were you at? Do you remember?
I was just on my couch watching some other stuff, and I saw he was playing his last game, and I tuned in about the third quarter and watched the rest of that game, and man, that was incredible to see him do that.
Crazy, man. I know it was against the Jazz, and it was just the Jazz. Dude, for Kobe to score 60, that's insane. Like, you don't have to go do that, but that's dramatic Kobe fashion. Celebrities, like Celebrity Row is insane. You got Jack Nicholson with his son on courtside. He's always courtside.
Yeah, Snoop Dogg going crazy.
Like, how do you not? Like, Celebrity Row was packed, and it just What a way to go out, and the speech that he gave afterwards. It's just, I can't believe it's already been 10 years. Me and my wife, shout out to my beautiful wife and my 2 boys, Parker and Easton, I love you. We had just got our first apartment and turned on the game. And I mean, this was a couple months after we got our first apartment, and turned on the game and had to watch it, and just blown away.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. Just iconic. And then for a little bit of the golf guys out there and gals, Rory McIlroy is the 4th golfer ever to win back-to-back Masters. The last golfer to do this was Tiger in 01 and 02.
Shout out Rory McIlroy.
Sure. Shout out Rory McIlroy. That's incredible. Sticking with a little bit of sports, we have NBA playoffs right now.
NBA playoffs coming out.
We got some bracket stuff going on. I want to know your take. I think I know your personal bias, but I want to dig into round 1, round 2. I want to get into the playoffs a little bit.
Yeah.
Let's go through some matchups a little bit. Should we start with the Western Conference or the Eastern Conference?
Let's start Western Conference.
Cool. Round 1. We got OKC versus either the Suns or Golden State Warriors. Who do you think is going to be in that?
I personally have the Warriors beating the Suns to make it into that game. I think that Steph is back in his playoff mode right now, and I think that the Suns aren't going to have enough to be able to keep up with that. I mean, Steph brought them back in the last game from pretty much being out of that game and ended up scoring 35 points and willed them on to another game. So I think they'll continue that on and get past the Suns and go up against OKC, where I think OKC takes that matchup. SGA and them boys are just on another level right now, defending champs. I don't think that the Warriors have enough to get by them at all. So I have the Thunder winning that one.
They're a great team. I also do believe that OKC will face Golden State. But I agree with you. OKC just seems like they're firing on all cylinders, number 1 in the West, and they just have a better team overall. Defending champs. I think OKC takes that over Golden State. Then next we got Lakers Rockets. Obviously, with the MVP race being what it is, no Luka, no AR-15. LeBron's carrying that Lakers team right now. What do you think? Who do you think? Lakers, Rockets?
I think for those exact reasons, I think the Rockets win that one.
Sure.
I don't think that the Lakers have enough power with an aging LeBron to get past KD. I think that the Rockets win that one.
KD's aging too.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear no LeBron slander on this pod. I totally get it, but I'm still going to stick with LeBron, bro. I'm still going to stick with LA moving past the Rockets. I don't think KD gets it done. I think LeBron and the boys get it done.
We'll see.
We'll see. And then personal bias. Nuggets, Wolves. I got the Nuggets, period.
Yep.
Next.
Nuggets winning that one.
Next. And my personal bias. Spurs versus the Trailblazers.
Mm-hmm.
As much as I love the Blazers and how well they're doing right now, Denny Advia's, putting on MVP numbers, and then Drew Holiday's balling, I still believe that the Spurs get past the Blazers in round 1.
Yeah, I have the Spurs winning as well.
Yeah.
Wemby is just doing incredible things right now, honestly, and I don't think that the Blazers are in a position to get further in the playoffs. I mean, the fact that they're there, I think, is a big accomplishment within itself. They're definitely rebuilding that team, and they're doing pretty well, but the Spurs get it done.
Yep, I feel that. I agree. I guess we'll continue on to round 1 of Eastern Conference.
Yeah.
First matchups we have are Pistons versus either the Magic or the Hornets. I have Pistons versus the Hornets.
Okay.
I'd love the Hornets, what they're doing right now. I love LaMelo Ball. That dude's crazy, but I just don't think that Miles Bridges and LaMelo Ball get it done. I think Pistons, Hornets, Pistons take it.
Okay.
What you got?
I have the Magic beating the Hornets, actually. I think Paulo Banchero and those guys, they're ready. I think that they're ready to continue on in the playoffs. I think they go up against the Pistons, but I have the Pistons winning. Cade Cunningham, those guys, they're on another level this season. So I think they easily get past the Magic.
I think he's on a tear too. Coming back from that collapsed lung, he's ready to go.
Yeah.
He's ready to play. Second matchup, we got Cavaliers versus the Raptors. I don't think that the Raptors have enough to deal with Donovan Mitchell and James Harden. I think they're going to take the Raptors in round one.
Yeah, I agree. Same reasons.
Easy.
Donovan Mitchell. Yeah.
Spider. Let's go. Interesting one. Knicks versus the Hawks. Who you got?
I got the Knicks in this one.
Okay.
I think Jalen Brunson's having a really good year. I think they just get it done. I don't think the Hawks have enough.
I agree. Jalen Brunson's going to take it. And plus, I'd love to see them go on. Stephen A. Smith. Yeah. Shout out Stephen A. Smith. I know he wants them to go on too. He's wanting a championship from them for a long time.
Yeah.
So I like to see that. And then finally, round one, we've got Celtics versus the 76ers. What you got?
I got the Celtics in this one. I think the Sixers without Embiid, I don't think that they have enough with just Paul George to get through. I mean, Andre Drummond has been really clutch in the absence of Embiid, but I think without him, I don't think that they have enough to even compete with the Celtics. So I definitely think the Celtics take that one.
I forget that Paul George is on that team.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got Celtics. I think Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum, they're going to cook them. That's just the way it's going to be. Joe Mazzulla, he's having those guys ready. Dude's a beast. No funny business. Yeah. All right, let's go conference semis, bro. Western Conference semis.
Yeah, I got the Thunder versus the Rockets in this one. I think the Thunder take it. Again, defending champions. SGA is balling out, so I think plain and simple, they just move on.
Yeah, I got LA versus OKC. I think OKC takes it. I do. I want Braun and them to win it, but I'm sorry, but without Luka and AR-15, I think they're just gonna collapse. I don't think they're getting any further. But yeah, I got OKC taking that one.
Okay, yeah. In the next little segment here, I got the Nuggets versus the Spurs. I mean, I don't think I have to say it, but I will anyways. I got the Nuggets winning in this one. Wemby is having a great season, don't get me wrong. And what the Spurs are doing right now is really good, but I think they're still a little bit too young. I don't think Wemby is ready for this next level of what Jokic does. I think the Nuggets take this one.
Yeah, I think Wemby and the Spurs were outclassed by them the last game that they played. I got Nuggets versus Spurs as well, and I think the Nuggets take it for those reasons too. It's just different level. I agree.
All right, over in the Eastern Conference, I got the Pistons versus the Cavs. I think that the Pistons take this one. Again, Cade Cunningham is on another level this year, so I think that they're ready for this moment. So I definitely see the Pistons taking this one.
Yep, I've got Pistons and Cavs too. I'm on the same level you are with Cade Cunningham. I want to see this underdog-ish team. I know they're number one in the East, but I just feel like they're an underdog team. I just feel like they are. They don't get a lot of coverage besides Cade Cunningham. I think Pistons take it over the Cavs. I think James Harden and Donovan Mitchell are gonna step back a little bit.
Yeah. Next little part, I got the Knicks playing the Celtics. This was, I think, the hardest matchup for me to decide between. I think both of these teams are well equipped. I think this is going to be definitely go to a game 7, where I have the Celtics actually pulling this one off and going on to the next round. I think Joe Mazzulla is one of, if not the best coach in the NBA right now. I think he just has those boys ready to go, and they know what it takes to win a championship. So I think he'll have them prepared and ready to go, and I see them just outdoing the Knicks in this one.
Joe Mazzulla's a dog. He's going to have them ready for sure. I also have the Celtics versus the Knicks, but I'm going to take the Knicks on this one. I think Jalen Brunson and the boys are going to do this. Realistically, probably won't happen, but I'd like to see the Knicks. I'm cheering on Stephen A. I'd like to see them get to it.
All right, back over to the Western Conference. Thunder versus the Nuggets. Again, personal bias, but I still feel like the Nuggets are very overlooked this season. Last season, they went to Game 7 against the Thunder. They were very injury-riddled going into that game. Aaron Gordon was dealing with so much with his hamstrings. I personally think with how they played in that series, taking it to game 7, being up in the fourth quarter and kind of blowing their big lead that they had, I think they almost did it with that team. And I think that we're a much better team this season. Aaron Gordon coming back has been a huge help to this offense. These boys are playing on fire right now. Cam Johnson's starting to catch a groove now that Aaron Gordon's kind of back in there. The additions of Bruce Brown and Jonas Valanciunas have been really key for us this year. Shout out Tim Hardaway Jr.
Oh yeah,
Sixth man of the year should be. He's playing lights out. His 3-point game is crazy. I think we've done so many additions that are being overlooked this season. I don't think that the Thunder are ready for this team. I think that in the playoffs, Jokic is going to hit another level and outdo the Thunder.
dude's a monster. Yeah, I've got OKC versus the Nuggets with Nuggets taking it too.
Yeah.
You made every point. I don't even need to continue off of that. So we'll go right into the conference finals for Eastern. Dude, I got Pistons Knicks.
Okay.
And I've got Pistons winning that. Not going to go too far with the Knicks, but I got Pistons taking that. I would love, I know it's not really an underdog, Cinderella story, but I do believe they're the underdogs, man. I think they're going to get it done. I think they're going to beat the Knicks.
Yeah, the Pistons are definitely overlooked this season, I think, for sure. I have the Pistons and Celtics playing in this matchup, and I have the Celtics winning it.
Yeah.
Again, for the reasons that I stated previously. With Joe Mazzulla, I just think he's going to have this team ready to go. They know what it takes to get to the finals, and I think they get right back in there again.
I hear you. So, NBA championship. I got Nuggets versus the Pistons, bro. I think it's going to be popcorn. Get your buckets.
Yeah.
And I got the Pistons taking it. I can't go with your bias. There's no way, dude. I can't go with your bias. Go Pistons. Let's go. Motor City, baby. Let's go.
I know deep down in your heart somewhere you think the Nuggets are going to win, so that's okay.
Maybe just a little bit. Maybe just a little bit, but I got the Pistons going.
I have the Nuggets versus Celtics in the finals. I think the Nuggets win it, man. I think they're highly underrated this season. I think with the way that Jamal Murray has come out this year and been balling the fuck out, I think that they're going to be ready to go. And I think that Jokic takes it to another level. I can see it in him. He wants another one, and I think he's going to get that this year. I think he's going to prove a point to the NBA and show why he deserved to be MVP, because even though it hasn't come out yet, SGA is probably going to win. All well-deserving to him. He had a phenomenal year. I personally just believe it should have been Jokic, but I think he's going to prove a point to the NBA this year, and he's going to go out there and do it. I think the Nuggets win the championship this year.
All right. Him and Jamal Murray are the best 1-2 punch in the NBA, so
yeah,
we'll see what happens, man. All right. Well, we'll see. I might even put money on it.
Yeah, I might too. I might too,
dude.
Honestly. I might have to go hit up the casino.
I might. Yeah. No shit.
All right. Super Mario Galaxy movie. We just watched that over last week. What are some of your thoughts on that?
Man, I enjoyed it. Me and my wife took my my oldest son Parker, and I thought it was fine. On a scale of 1 to 10, I give it like a 6 out of 10. I played the Super Mario Galaxy game on the Wii. Very fun, but it does seem like Mario and Luigi were very overlooked in this film. And Yoshi was kind of just dropped in there in the beginning of the movie. Like, I mean, that's fine. It's great. I thought he would have maybe been installed in the movie a little bit later, maybe 30, 40 minutes in, and then utilized him that way. But he was just kind of dropped in, had a couple of lines, and whatever. The inclusion of Star Fox was really cool. I like that. I love the Star Fox games. They're really fun. But overall, I think the best part of the film was Bowser Jr. I loved Bowser Jr. I loved his weapon. I loved his armor. It was very menacing. The fight scenes were great. They were action packed. Sound effects were great. Score was good. But it also had more elements of like it was a Peach and Rosalina family kind of issue movie. It was more geared towards those two and their bond and trying to reconnect. And I wasn't too pumped on that. I mean, it's okay, but it didn't feel like a Super Mario movie. And that's what was irritating to me, because the first movie was so great. It was lots of good Easter eggs in there. I loved it. It was awesome. But would I watch this again? Yeah. But I'm not going to write home about it. That's for sure. It was okay. I mean, like I said, I like the inclusion of Star Fox. Mr. Game and Watch was in there. Rob the robot.
Rob was sick.
Yeah, they're right over here. That was really cool. But overall, about a 6 out of 10. I thought they could have done a little bit better. What'd you think?
Yeah, I have to agree with you. Unfortunately, I think that this movie was just kind of rushed in a way.
Yeah.
I feel like they didn't have a clear direction on where they wanted to go with it. Maybe I'm wrong, but it just kind of felt that way on the screen. I don't really like that it was kind of geared more toward Peach and Rosalina. It's a Super Mario movie, man. I feel like they kind of just threw Mario and Luigi into the background as secondary characters. I really don't understand why Peach separated from Mario and Luigi in the beginning of the movie.
Mm-hmm.
To me, that makes absolutely no sense. I don't understand why they would do that just for them to meet back up together later. I mean, some of the journey that they did, it was cool, some of the things that they did, but I just overall think it was so unnecessary.
Sure.
Shout out to the casino scene, though. I love that. I love seeing Spike in there. Spike's my boy.
Yeah.
Shout out to Ninja, too, coming in there.
Yeah.
That was really cool to see. Newer characters, for them to bring them into the movie was pretty cool. I love the scene with Yoshi going through New York to the background music of Hypnotize.
Yeah.
That was really fucking cool.
Yeah.
I love that part. That's probably one of my favorite parts of the whole movie, honestly.
Yeah.
Donald Glover as Yoshi. I mean,
whatever.
Yeah. I love Donald Glover. Love him as an artist, as a comedian, as an actor. Everything he does is great.
Yep.
But it's kind of unnecessary to have him as Yoshi, in my honest opinion. I think you could have had anybody play Yoshi.
Yeah.
Shout out to Glenn Powell as
Star
Fox, though. I think he did a very good job. I really loved his voice as Fox McCloud. I think he did a great job in that role. I think
agree.
he was given a lot in that, a lot more than I expected. But overall, I just kind of feel like the movie was a little lackluster. The battle at the end was pretty good, but overall, I wanted more from the movie. I liked the first movie so much that I just wanted more from it.
Yep.
I really think it took me out of it just being more centered around Peach and Rosalina. I don't fuck with Peach. Fuck Peach.
I don't fuck with Rosalina, so fuck Rosalina.
But yeah, overall, it was a good movie. I did have fun with it.
Yeah.
There was a lot of big moments that were really fun, but overall it wasn't great.
Yeah, wasn't too impressed. I mean, the end credit scene too, I'm not going to give that away, but end credit scene, I was like, you're going to introduce this character?
Yeah.
Like, of all characters?
Why that one? I mean, there was a clear, obvious character it should have been.
Yeah.
And they didn't do it.
Nope.
Why would you not do that character? Like, it's right in front of you.
Yeah. You got to go see it to find out.
Yeah.
You may not care. We care. But with the characters that were introduced in this one, it just gets us more closer to a Smash movie.
Yeah, that I'm going to be looking so forward to. I mean, it's going to be the Avengers of the Nintendo world.
Yep.
So definitely can't wait to see what they do there. And yeah,
A couple more years. I hope.
Yeah.
Let's see. Maybe by 2035 we might have a Smash movie.
Maybe.
maybe. On the subject of movies still, we watched the Street Fighter movie trailer. That comes out October 16th in theaters. I like the Street Fighter games. I played Street Fighter 2 on Super Nintendo. Yeah. Super fun. Always love the characters, you know.
Always fun to play it on the arcade.
Always. We're just button mashing. It's super fun. Got to get the Shoryuken. Got to get the Hadoukens going. I'm a Ryu guy. Always mess with Ryu. Mm-hmm. You know, the trailer was cool. I mean, looks like they got some good characters, good actors for the characters, I should say.
Yeah.
Chun-Li's in there, Baraka, Dalsim, you know, M. Bison, you know, E. Honda. They're all in there. Ryu, Ken. It's great. It's going to be better, I think, than some of the previous Street Fighter movies we've had in the past. You know, the ones with like Jean-Claude Van Damme. They're not good. Looks like an exciting movie, kind of over the top. I think will be good. I think it'll do, you know, somewhat of a justice to the Street Fighter games with the characters, I believe. As far as storyline goes, don't really know where they're going with it.
Yeah.
But I can only anticipate it'll be some sort of a tournament, obviously, because it is a tournament fighter. I think all the characters look great. There's some comedy in there too. But I'm going to go see that one. My wife definitely won't go see that with me. I know she won't. Yeah. So I'll definitely go see that one. You big into Street Fighter? What'd you think?
I mean, I always loved playing the games growing up, you know, and I think that this movie is going to be a lot of action-packed fighting and stuff like that. So I'm looking forward to seeing that aspect of it. I'm not looking forward to too much story-wise in this movie. I don't think it's going to win Oscars or anything like that.
No.
I don't think it's going to move anything forward that we haven't seen from like Street Fighter story-wise. I don't think it's going to do anything new. I don't expect anything from it. So I'm going to go into it with an open mind. Just kind of sit back and enjoy a fun movie. Sure. That's kind of my thoughts on it. We'll see. We'll see what it delivers.
Sure, yeah. And then there was another movie announcement that I saw come across Twitter yesterday, and I don't know how I feel about this one. It's the Call of Duty movie, scheduled for around 2028. I've been playing Call of Duty since Call of Duty 1, since on the PC. I've been playing that forever. My favorite Call of Duty games are Modern Warfare, Modern Warfare 2, Black Ops, and Black Ops 2. They're my favorite Call of Duties ever. I really don't know how to feel about this because not every video game franchise needs to be movie, TV.
No.
It just doesn't need to be that way. And I don't know. Whoever decided to do this, I mean, you know, okay. But if you're going to do that, if you're going to have certain installments, if you're going to base it off of certain games, if you're doing one movie per game, or if you're doing a completely different storyline, do it the right way. If you do, you know, a movie based off of, let's say, like Black Ops 1, takes place during like the Cold War, you got to have Sam Worthington in there as Mason. Because he did the mocap, he did the voice. He's a bit older now, of course.
Yeah.
But with the de-aging technology and stuff that we have, I mean, I feel like if they played the character in the game, they should play the character in the movie. Yeah. That's just kind of how I feel. I don't want them to go haywire on this stuff. I'm tired of all the futuristic crap that they're doing. You know, like in Black Ops 7, we have Milo Ventimiglia as Mason's son. And it's years and years later, and he's in the show This Is Us with Mandy Moore.
Okay.
He did a good job in that role, but I'm just not sold on it. But if they were to cast him in one of the movies, it needs to be his character, and it needs to be a similar storyline, if not the same. I feel like they should just do justice and stick to the source material. I'm just big on the source material.
Let me throw something at you really quick. Would you prefer them to do kind of a mashing of the video games into one movie, or would you like them to stick to like a Black Ops or a Modern Warfare? Would you like them to kind of do, which one of those would you kind of prefer?
Since Black Ops 2 is set in 2025 in the future, and it's set back in the Cold War as well, that would be okay. Like, I'm okay with that, moving back and forth because it's that story. But I don't want them to do like a Modern Warfare story and then blend it in with Black Ops 3.
Yeah.
I definitely don't want that. I want them to stick to an era or stick to a subject. I think they will, but I've been surprised before. So I hope they stick with one subject per movie or one plot per movie and not bounce back too much unless they're going to do a Black Ops 2 style, which that's the whole thing. Michael Rooker's in that. So you got to bring Michael Rooker in there.
Yeah.
I think you got to do it the right way, that way. I do not want to see too many mashups, and then I'm just going to lose interest because I've lost interest in the Call of Duty games after, playing hardcore free for all for 3 or 4 weeks after it releases, and I'm like, okay, I'm on to something else till the next game comes out. It's just kind of frustrating, but that's kind of what I think. What about you?
I'm not the hugest Call of Duty fan. I kind of stopped playing after Black Ops 3, I believe. I kind of just lost interest in it overall. Same kind of thing, It's basically, I love this game, but it's basically the Madden of shooter games. Just rinse and repeat the same damn thing with just a new background, basically.
Yeah.
So I got kind of tired of playing it. That being said, Modern Warfare 2 is my favorite Call of Duty game.
Let's go.
So I would like to see that portrayed into a movie if they're going to do something like that. That's what I would personally like to see. But other than that, I don't have too much thoughts on it. It's still ways out. So maybe with more details coming out, maybe I'll get more interested in it. But for now, I don't really care, honestly.
Yeah, sure. I feel that. Let's go. What are we watching, man? I know you finished your shrinking show. What are you watching right now?
Yeah, so still keeping up with the boys. This season is just chugging along like it should. Series finale for this season, so each episode is just continuing to build. It's such a great show. I'm very curious to see where they end it. I'm curious to see if Homelander dies or not, and we'll see how they do that if they do that. So that's definitely been my most focused thing I've been watching. I also checked out a little bit late to the party, but The Rip on Netflix, Ben Affleck and Matt Damon movie. Very, very good movie. I was actually very surprised by it. Which I shouldn't be because Matt Damon and Ben Affleck do great things when they get on screen together. So
They're boys.
Yeah. It was really good though. It surprised me being a Netflix movie. I also watched the Glass Onion, or not Glass Onion, Knives Out, Wake Up Dead Man movie.
Yeah.
I've been meaning to get around to watching that and finally caught that. I definitely feel out of the trio of the Knives Out movies, I would put this one probably second in line, the first Knives Out movie being my favorite. But I think this one was a little bit better than Glass Onion, a little bit more thriller to this one. Very good, though. Very good.
Nice.
I kind of suspected the killer in the beginning of the movie, so that aspect of it wasn't too shocking for me. But yeah, that's what I'm watching. So what have you been watching?
Let's go. My wife and I just finished DTF St. Louis. Ending was not what I thought, and I think that was the whole point of the show. I think they did that to everybody just to mess with them, and they messed with me, and it does definitely take a turn that I didn't expect, but I understand why they did it. I'm not going to give away the ending, but this show does a great job of trying to pin the murderer on everyone that's involved. And you think it's one person, you think it's another, then it ends up being this person, and then at the end you're like, oh, it's completely different than what they've been alluding to. Again, this is different for all the main characters, Richard Jenkins, Linda Cardellini, David Harbour, Jason Bateman. They all did a really good job in each one of their roles. It was only 7 episodes. I thought it was going to be 8, but it's only 7.
Interesting to end on 7.
Yeah, a little mini series, and I thought there could have been a little bit more. There could have been one more episode, in my opinion. Could have touched on a couple of plot holes that didn't get tied up there. But overall, the whole story makes sense, and it touches on real-world issues with couples and all this kind of stuff. it's different for this is a different show for me. It's a drama. It's it's not a thriller, but it's investigative, and it does have some comedy, but it's dark, dark comedy. And would I watch it again? No. But if there was something similar to this that came out, sure, yeah, with a different cast. But we finished that. I'm glad we finished it. We're going to move on to something different, but I need to move on to like Peacemaker. I need to move on to Wonder Man. I'm a little bit behind on those.
Penguin.
Penguin. I'm a lot a bit behind on some things.
Yeah, you got a lot to catch up on.
I do. Sure. I do. And I will, so we can talk about it. And I think the next one I'm going to start is going to be Wonder Man. Since that's fairly new, I'm going to go ahead and knock that off the list before I start going into the deep backlog. Because I have that, bro.
Yeah.
It's pretty bad. So my wife's going to keep me in line with that kind of stuff. You're going to keep me in line with that stuff.
Definitely.
And we'll go from there, and we'll have more to report on it. So it's gonna be sick.
Yeah. I think my next couple things to watch. I want to get back on Invincible. I stopped on midway through season 2. It was a tough watch that season, so I've heard nothing but good things about season 3 and season 4. So season 4 going on right now. I think I want to get caught up on that and get back in line with it. I've heard good things, so I need to get back on that.